Hello guys, welcome to Ramsai, the part 3 of percentage. Yes, my sincere suggestion is to watch basics, then first, second parts of video, and then only watch this video. Okay, all these videos has interlinkage. Okay, the first problem in this video is in an examination. Okay, one more thing. Before every problem, pause the video for 10 seconds, read it, understand, and then continue the video. Okay, in an examination, A has scored 20 marks more than B. If B has scored 5 less marks than B, how much has B scored? Okay, so many people do a small mistake in this question. Okay, what is that? A has scored 20% more than B. So generally what they do, they'll consider B equal to some 100, okay, and then A equal to 20 marks more, na 120. And now B has 5% less marks than A. So if B has 5% less, they'll consider like A will have 5% more than B. Let me repeat. B has 5% less marks than A. So A will have 5% more marks than B. Now this is what more people consider, but in our first and second videos, I clearly mentioned this will not happen. No, it's a wrong assumption. Remember, in percentage, always A to B. Okay, the distance between A and B will not be same with respect to A and with respect to B. Okay, so it changes. If B has 5% less marks than A, doesn't mean that A has 5% more than B. Okay, be clear. So in this case, how to solve this problem? Just imagine A got X marks. Okay, then in that case, B got X minus 20. Yes or no? In terms of number, the distance will be same, but in terms of percentage, distance changes. Now, distance in the sense, the difference between the two numbers. Okay. And if B has scored 5% less than A, with whom we are comparing with A's marks. How much less? 5%. So I can write it as 0.95 because it is less. No, in our second video, I clearly explained the concept how to write this 0.95 when we have 5% less mark than someone else. Okay, watch that video and come back here. 0.59 of A's marks equal to B's marks. How much B got? X minus 20. And again, how many unknowns we have here? Only one unknown, that is X. How many equations we have? Only one equation, right? Find out X value. If you take 0.95 to that side and 20 to this side, it will be X minus, we can write X as 1X minus 0.95X equal to this minus 20 becomes plus 20, right? Now 0.05 equal to of X equal to 20 and X equal to 20 by 0.05. So from this X equal to 400. So how many marks A got? 400. And what we need to find out? How much has B scored? B scored 20 less than 400. That equal to 380. You can find 380 in option B. That's it. Okay, very simple question. And the next one in this video. The tank full petrol in Arun's motorcycle lasts for 10 days. If he starts using 25% more every day, how many days will the tank full petrol last? Now this question we can solve in two ways. Okay, one is traditional way, maybe this much bigger solution. You may take 2 minutes to maybe 4 minutes sometimes. But if you use the concept which I explained in our second, basics second video, you can correlate it easily and you can solve this problem hardly in 10 seconds itself. Okay, how to solve this problem? Traditionally, I'll explain first and then shortcut. Okay, just imagine, no, it depends on your imagination. Arun's motorbike lasts for 10 days and just imagine he travels 10, not 10, why not 20, 100. Okay. He travels 100 kilometers every day. Okay. He travels 100 kilometers every day. 100 kilometers every day he travels. And he travels for 10 days means he travels total 1000 kilometers. 1000 kilometers. Right? But if he starts using 25% more every day, he's traveling 25% more every day means he's traveling 125 kilometers. And here the fuel is not changing. He has to go only 1000 kilometers with the fuel, right? So by making this one constant 1000, how many days he can travel? This is what we need to find out. So 1000 by 125 gives you the answer. 1000 by 125, how much it is? 25 5s, 25 5s, and 5 8s. So answer is 8 days. Option D is the answer. Now this is by using your assumptions and by taking few values. This is the traditional process. But if you use the concept which I explained in our second video, now if you can correlate them, you can answer this problem even without using pen and paper. Okay, just imagine how much usage, how much percentage of usage is increasing. If 25% is increased, no, the per day usage, obviously the total number of days decreases by 20%. Yes sir, how? If 25% increased, can you write this 25% as in terms of 1 by x? Yes, you can write 25% as 1 by 4. Then in reverse, the total number of days that we can use the fuel will reduce by 1 by 1 plus x percentage. Here x equal to 4. So how much it reduces? 1 by 1 plus 4, that is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is nothing but 20%. Okay, so number of days will be reduced by 20. He uses for 10 days and now it is reduced by 20. Reduced by 20. So again, the same concept. If you use it here, reduced means you have to write 0 point. How much reduced? 20%. 8 of total 10 days he used to use the fuel. So 0.8 into 10 gives you 8 days. However, you will get the same answer. Now, as I am explaining you, I took this much space and this much time. But if I use the concept now, 25% increase, 20% decrease. If 20% decreased, it will be 0.8 of total. 0.8 of 10 will be 8, option D. Hardly it takes 10 seconds pass. Not more than that for sure. Right? Next one. As a result of 25% hike in the price of rice per kg, a person is able to purchase 6 kilometers less rice for 1200 rupees. What was the original price of the rice per kg? Here also use the same concept as the previous question. Now 25% increase in the rate results you 20% decrease in the usage, obviously. Right? So 20% usage was reduced and in terms of kgs, it was clearly given it is 6 kgs. So 20% equal to 6 kgs. Then tell me what is 100%. 30 kgs, do cross multiplication. 20% equal to 6. 100% equal to, oh, very simple now. 20 into 500, 6 into 5, how much? 30 kgs. So this guy used to get 30 kgs for 1200 rupees. So each kg costs how much? 1200 by 30, 40 rupees, which is in option B. Very simple now. Next question. In a test, a candidate attempted only 8 questions and secured 50% marks in each of the questions. if he obtains a total of 40% in the test and all questions in the test carried equal marks. How many questions were there in the test? Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll consider some number for each question. Why not? I'll consider 1. Okay, 8 questions. Just imagine each question carries 1 mark. Okay, so he attempted for 8 marks and he got only 50% of it. So he got only 4 marks. He got only 4 marks. And can you find he obtained a total of 40%. So this 4 marks equal to 40%. So indirectly 40% equal to 4 marks. Then what we need to find out? Then if all questions carries equal marks, then how many questions were there in the test? So indirectly he is asking what is 100%? Total number of questions how much? Of course, each question is carrying only 1 mark now. That's why 40% equal to 4 marks, then 100% equal to how many marks? 10 marks. And here each question carries only 1 mark means we have total 10 questions on D, which is in option B. That's it, very simple, right? Next question. A and B decide to travel from place X to place Y by bus. A has 10 rupees with him and he finds that it is 80% of the bus fare for 2 persons. B finds that he has 3 rupees with him and hands it over to A. In this context, which of the following statement is correct? Let me read the questions. Let me read the options. Now the money A has is just enough to buy tickets. A still needs 2 rupees to buy tickets. After buying the 2 tickets, A will be left with 50 paisa. The money A now has is still not sufficient to buy the tickets. Okay, let me observe the values. Let me calculate them. AB wants to travel from X to Y and A has 10 rupees and he finds that 80% of bus fare is 10 rupees, right? 80% of bus fare is 10 rupees. 80% equal to 10 rupees. Then 100% will be how much? Is it 12.5? Yes. Now for the two people, bus fare is 12.5 rupees. Now what happened? A contributed 10 rupees and B contributed 3 rupees. Now together they has 10 plus 3, 13 rupees. And what is the bus fare for the two people? 13.5 rupees only. Now how much they left with? 13 minus 12.5, they left with 50 paisa more. So can you find we have the same option in C. Now the same statement in option C. After buying the 2 tickets, A will be left with 50 paisa. So see, they initially had 13 rupees and they paid to ticket 12.5 rupees. They left with 50 paisa. Of course, option C is the answer. Okay. So the next question in this video. There is an order of 90,000 quantity of a particular product from a customer. The firm produces 1,000 quantity of the product per day, out of which 5% are unfit for sale. In how many days will the order be completed? Very simple. Total 19,000 is the target and per day they can produce only 1,000. So they takes only 19,000 by 1,000, 19 days. But here all the produced items, the 1,000, are not fit for sale. Few are, they might be damaged or they might be some wrong products. It can be anything. So we have to subtract the 5% from 1,000. What is the value? Just tell me what is 5% of 1,000. That is 50, right? So 50 are not fit for sale. Only 950 are fit for sale. So per day it produces. In one day it produces 950. So how many days they will take to produce the total order of 19,000? How many days they will take? So do cross multiplication, you will get the answer. 19,000 by 950. How much? So how many days they'll take? 20 days, which is in option C. So with this, we finished 6 questions in this video, guys. If you observe, all the questions are, they are increased in level of difficulty, right? We made the videos in an order with a level of difficulties, okay? And in the next video, you'll get more difficult questions which was previously asked in CSAT. So keep watching them as well.